Okay, I'm back again. How many times is this going to have to happen? All right, so you know what? Let's just start over. If you are popping on, let me know if you can see me, you can hear me. I'm going to pull it up on my phone too, so that, okay. Melinda, Maria. Okay, cool. All right, welcome back. Fourth time's the charm. So anyways, today we're going to talk about technical SEO. I'm sure you have at least heard about SEO, or you maybe do like the content side of it, but the technical stuff can be really complicated and overwhelming for people. I mean, me too. I am definitely not an expert when it comes to like super technical stuff, but I am an SEO strategist and I've been doing this for a long time. So I know a few things. Melinda, see you, hear you. Okay, awesome. And like I said in my last video, my blog post has been #1 for the keyword health trends for 2020 for a couple months now, which it's really not that great of a blog. So I think I know a few things about what I'm doing. So today we are going to focus on technical SEO though. Maybe at a later date, we'll go into like keywords and like backlinks and stuff, but you really need a content strategy in place before you even try to start doing keywords, because if you don't understand exactly what what solutions you're going to be providing for your ideal client or who your ideal client is, then you're not going to know which keywords to use. And keyword competition nowadays is really, really intense. So you have to be really strategic with it. All right, so let's get started. So what is technical SEO? Well, technical SEO is more on the back end. It allows Google to find your website, first of all, and to index and crawl it, which means they are able to read through it and go through the data and then that helps your ranking on search results. So they need to be able to do that though, and a lot of things can block them from indexing, crawling, and even finding your website. So that's going to be the first thing that I show you. A trick is if you have WordPress, this will be super easy. If you have a different domain, a different website hosting platform, then still stay on. I'm sure there are alternatives in like Squarespace and what's the other one? There's so many different ones. I've been a WordPress user, I mean, since the beginning, because I've always been a blogger. I was a journalism major, and they literally like taught us how to blog in one of my classes. So, and I'm a huge WordPress fan. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen when it pops on. That would help. Can you see this? Let me know. I'm waiting for it to, there's a huge lag too. Okay, cool. It's working. So the first thing I want you to do is to go, if you have WordPress, go to your dashboard, whatever, and go to settings, then reading. And you'll see the search engine visibility section. So you want to make sure that this is not checked. You want to uncheck that, because that's going to, the whole point of technical SEO is for Google to find your website, crawl, and index it. And if you are blocking them from doing that, that's a problem. So make sure that is unchecked. That's something that you can do really quickly today. Another thing is going to a free website speed test tool. This is the one that I like to use. I'm going to show you another one in a second, but all you do is click analyze website, put in your domain, analyze website, and you'll get this little screen pop up. So your load time, this is pretty good. Anything below 3 seconds is really good. It changes all the time. Every time I click it, it changes. But page size, average page size is like 3. So mine's a little high. I'm working on simplifying my website. That's something that if you have a lot of pictures or a lot of like intricate text or fonts or just stuff that's going to slow, or like videos, anything that is like requires a lot of processing, that's going to slow down your website. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going through and just kind of simplifying everything. I'm probably going to change my template and just make it super simple, because the more simple it is, the easier for Google to read. So this is what pops up, and it comes up with page speed improvement suggestions that you can do. So, and it's all going to sound like really confusing, but that's where you just do some investigating and start Googling, like leverage browser caching, blah, blah, blah. I honestly, I'm not even going to act like I know the logistics of all this. It's just from a lot of Googling and downloading plugins that I can work with inside of WordPress. And I'm sure there are different ways that you can do this within Squarespace or whatever you have. It's probably a lot easier too. So, okay, can everybody see the screen? Good, good. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Melinda. All right. So this is a really good tool to do too from Google. So this is Google PageSpeed Insights. This is my old blog that I haven't like touched in years, but I wanted to just run a different website. So it shows you the mobile. Ooh, that's not good. It shows you the mobile performance rating too, so you can see how mobile friendly your website is. And it shows, it has a lot more suggestions on these. On Google PageSpeed Insights, they are going to like drag you to filth. Like they are going, this is a tough thing to please, but you'll get a lot more insight into what the problems are on your website, and you can just go through and, like I said, just start Googling things. And if you have a WordPress website, I'm going to show you the plugin that I use. It is called, where is it? Called W3 Cache. And you go through, there are going to be a lot of different terms and check marks and stuff and sections that you're not going to understand. And like I said earlier, just Google stuff. But just downloading it and activating it, a program like this, there will be automatic settings that upload for you. So it automatically is going to help and improve your page speed. And there are a ton. And if you use the Google PageSpeed Insights, they'll actually recommend different plugins that you can use. So like, for example, if you just like click learn more, whatever, they'll have different plugin suggestions that you can use. Or if you just, when you do Google these things, there will be different suggestions for programs or plugins that you can use too. So don't stress out too much. There are so many developers out there that have created really easy systems and plugins and downloads that you can use. They've made it kind of dummy proof. So don't get too stressed out. And honestly, I was just like went in and screwed with a bunch of stuff within this plugin, was just like checking stuff, blah, 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 and nothing terrible has happened yet. So just play around with it and see what works for you, and make sure that you are testing your website as you're making these changes to see if everything still looks okay. So those are two really great websites for you to use. And also, if you have WordPress, check out that W3 Cache plugin. And I'm going to include all the links for these in the comments after this live stream. So stay tuned. All right, here's another really great, let me look at my notes, see if I'm on track. Yeah. All right, here's another really great tool that agencies use. This is what I used to use as an agency when I would submit a proposal for like SEO work. So this is kind of a trick of the trade that a lot of commoners don't really know about, and it's really, really awesome because it comes in this really cool like report that you can look through and see what's going on with your website. So you just put your website URL in here. It's called SEOReseller.com. You just put your website in this little box and click Run Audit. And then when it's ready, you can check out the full report. I'm going to show you like, oh, here's an example from one of my, from a proposal that I did earlier this year. So this is what it looks like. It shows you the areas of improvement, where you've done well, critical issues. So it gives you the report for like technical SEO and content. So that is super, super helpful. And I'm telling you, like people use this all the time. Agencies use this all the time because it looks super professional. It looks like they did it themselves. And it's really well laid out and easier to understand, because that's the whole point. If an agency is sending in a proposal, a lot of the times the company they're trying to get to do SEO for isn't going to understand all of these complicated technical terms. So they kind of put it in a format for everyone to understand. So yeah, that's SEOReseller.com. The last thing I want to talk about is Google Search Console. I want you to go sign up for this. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. Google it, figure it out. So I think that's all. I mean, it went really fast, and I would go further in detail, but I trust you guys can figure this out. And just like I said, make sure when you're changing stuff up, you are checking and testing out your website so that it's not, you're not changing anything crazy or going buck wild with your stuff. If you're still here, let me know if you have any questions. You can go ahead and pop them in the comments now. But this, you have to keep in mind though, like this is just one little piece. There's so much to SEO, but the technical stuff is very, very, very important, because like I said, if you can create all kinds of content, you can use all the keywords, blah, blah, blah. But if you have a slow website, people are going to bounce off anyways. It's technical SEO is great for helping to bring people in. But once they get there, it's up to you to convert them, because organic traffic does not equal organic sales. You have to be the one to convert them. So, and that's where WMA comes in. Buy one, get one right now. So Melinda says, you always bring the bomb tips. Thanks, girl. Hopefully this helped. And yeah, y'all, Melinda went through WMA and she had great results from it. So if you need any advice or questions, you can come to me or ask Melinda. I'm throwing you under the bus, Melinda. Yeah, it is buy one, get one right now. This is the last sale I'm having of the year, and probably for a long, long time, because I'm creating a bunch of cool stuff for next year and I'm really excited. So this is kind of the last like round that I'm going to do for a little while. So if you haven't signed up, go ahead and sign up, because that's that's going to give you everything you need to create the content that's going to bring people in. Because my blog post that is #1 on for Health Trends 2020 is there because I know my audience and I've used keywords that attracts my audience and converts my audience. So I'm going to give you those tools to create the right content that converts people before they even get on the phone with you. All right, if you don't have any questions, then hopefully this helped. Let me know when I'm going to include all the links in the comments for these websites. When you do go check your performance and stuff, come back and let me know in the comments what your score is, if you changed stuff up, how much it improved. Yeah, so hopefully this helps, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.